How's it going? Welcome back, my beautiful sinners, to another great and amazing, powerful video with your boy, the Savior. That's right, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, which is highly likely, please consider going down below and subscribing to this growing community. Join this great community, become a sinner, and transform yourself today. Listen to some great electronic music, listen to powerful content that exposes all of the BS, okay? If you're tired of the standard regurgitated content that you see on YouTube, then this is the place for you. Join the channel today, you will not regret it. Today, my sinners, I am discussing the fall of mankind, how the modern day man has become so weak, and how men have become so weak in 2021 and this current modern day age that we are living in. The simp culture, as I like to call it, the demasculation of man. We have seen a massive transformation with mankind, okay? And I'm not saying humankind, okay? I'm saying mankind because I'm only talking about men in this video. We are now living in a world where police cars have been colored like little rainbows, okay, going around and controlling people's freedom of speech and expression. We live in a world where advertisements are now going to be broadcasted up in space, in the heavens, thanks to people like Elon Musk. We live in a world where men have stopped being men, and we are told that we are disgusting beings trying to conquer everything, and that we have to check our privilege every single time. We have to feel disgusted with ourselves because of what we did in the past, and the past is the past. I'm not saying that men didn't do some pretty horrible stuff in the past. Of course we have. I'm not going to pretend that we didn't have a patriarchy once before in the past, and some countries still do have that, and I'm not saying that's a good thing, that's a horrible thing. We have managed to eliminate these toxic traits of males, and now we live in an equal society in the West, and the power dynamics have completely done a 180, where now we are controlled by other people's opinions and information. The reason why there are so many weak men nowadays, and why so many men are weak in 2021, we have now traded discomfort and struggle and slow growth towards success for easy access dopamine hits, constantly getting hooked in this new techno society world that we live in, this new dystopian world where we are now merging with machine and technology, not using technology as a tool like it should be used, but becoming addicts and using it like a goddamn crackhead. We are constantly hooked to these social media websites that just feed us dopamine. We receive positive feedback and feel empowered by conquering digital worlds instead of conquering and achieving success and adventure in the real world, okay? We are hooked to this digital society. We are hooked into this digital machine now. Video games, social media, instant access dopamine hits like Netflix and Amazon TV, having these constant stimulants, constantly feeding our senses, constantly giving us these chemical releases that we don't actually need to go out into the real world and do stuff. And if men do go out into the real world and try and achieve stuff, then the media, the narrative of this new world is that men should feel ashamed for trying to go out into the real world and trying to better themselves and help others and take on responsibility. The mainstream media constantly tries to put a bad image on men, and especially modern men, and make them feel terrible for their past mistakes. So many modern day men now have just given up on life. They have basically transformed into basically a meme of themselves, of humanity, the doomer philosophy, and just being lazy and nihilistic and giving up all hope. The majority of people doing this terrible act are men. If you see a constant negative narrative being given to you saying that men are bad, of course eventually you're going to start feeling like, yes, maybe I am bad, maybe I do need to whip myself, daddy, maybe I do need to get down on the floor and grovel and beg. Men used to be hunters and gatherers. That is how we first came into this world, and we are living in such a disconnect because technology is growing so rapidly, but we are still basically primitive beings. Yes, we are very intelligent, but we are still just biological chimpanzees pretty much, okay? We are still just biological beings, and that is how we should remain, because that is our nature. That is what nature made us, okay? We don't need to merge with machines to become better. We need to use them as tools and evolve our minds further. We need to give up this simp culture where we are groveling at women's feet, that we are paying for OnlyFans and this disgusting type of content, being constantly addicted to adult entertainment, which has so many disgusting things going on behind the scenes that actually just drains you. It might give you instant dopamine and it might feel like, hey, I'm actually achieving something. I'm actually having an experience with another human being. I'm actually mating, okay? But actually, of course, you're not. It's just a chemical release. It's going to make you more and more complacent, where you can't even go out into the real world and meet women. And there are so many people like this now who are afraid of approaching women, who are afraid of rejection, who are afraid of other people's opinions, okay? You should care about what you believe. You should care about how you value yourself and your humanity. You should care about people who are actually respectable and their opinions of you, not of the majority of humanity, which is now sleepwalking off a cliff, okay? You have to regain your human spirit. You don't need to build up your body to become massively jacked, okay? That's not what I'm telling you to do. But what you do need to do is you need to strive out of your comfort zone. You need to get out of the digital landscape. You need to stop feeding your addictive habits and these constant stimulants from the digital world. You have to reclaim your masculinity, okay? Build up your philosophy. Build up your knowledge. Don't be afraid to take risks, okay? Build something that you're passionate about, even if it means it's going to take a long time, even if you can't see success today or the next day or the next week or the next month or the next couple of years, okay? Do something that you're passionate about. Don't just sit in your comfort consuming Netflix and all of these disgusting corporations until your brain melts away into the goddamn couch, okay? That is not how you should live. But this is the modern world. This is the simp culture, okay? Paying for a little bit of a woman's attention online, making them read your comments on a Twitch stream, okay? Paying for some pictures on OnlyFans. This is goddamn disgusting, okay? Ignore the mainstream narrative that wants to destroy man, because then it's easier to conquer and control man. That is how the system works. Stand up and fight! Go out, go to a new country, explore, develop yourself, develop your knowledge, okay? Living in constant comfort and easy access dopamine hits and using all of these technologies is what's destroying mankind. The reason why men are so weak and the reason why Western men are so weak is because we are buying into the BS that is fed to us by the system, okay? We are being told that we are not good enough, okay? We are being told to chase pointless material BS that we don't need, that won't fulfill our lives. We are told to waste our money on pointless garbage that we don't need, okay? It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything, okay? And I don't mean that you need to be a super nihilistic person, okay? I mean that you need to develop your knowledge and philosophy. You don't have to build a massive body. You don't need to care about your physical appearance, but you need to detach yourself from society's bullshit that they have constantly fed to you since you've been in an education system, chasing new experiences, things that are gonna throw you out of your circle life, okay? That is what you should be doing, okay? Because within discomfort, you find the true reason of existence. By actually doing something, you learn just to exist, okay? When you're stagnant and when you're living in a digital-based world, and we are now heading so far into this future-based sci-fi world, it just boggles my mind with VR and all of these stimulants constantly happening, all of this information that is being fed to us. I'm guilty of it as well. I have days where I just sit inside and I'm consumed by all of this technology. But actually, that is what destroys you slowly. That is what poisons your soul, okay? You need to actually go out and experience new things, even if it's just a couple of times a week. You have to do something to reclaim your masculinity. When you're actually living and doing something meaningful and real, or you're trying to develop yourself further or learn new things, new skills, that is how you grow as a human, okay? But so many men now are just consumed by poor diet, by being addicted to too much sugar and all of this garbage food, who are consumed by working jobs that they hate to buy shit that they don't need, so they can just go back, and they're so broken and tired after just trying to make enough money, addicted to food that is just going to give them serotonin and instant happiness. They don't care about adventure or experiencing new things because, hey, it's so easy now just to experience everything because of technology. Don't be fooled, okay? There is a war on the human spirit, and especially on masculinity and men, okay? The reason why we see so many weak men, we now live in a simp culture and so many simps exist, people who can't find a partner, okay? That is tragic, okay? There are millions of humans out there, and you just have to find them, okay? Using these horrible apps that are designed to separate us, like Tinder and all of these social media websites, okay, that just fuel toxic human behavior, that's never going to get you anywhere, okay? Use technology as a tool to benefit your life. Don't let it control your life. You can be a size of a hobbit but still be a strong man. It doesn't matter about your physical appearance or your biological nature, okay? What matters is your inner will. We have to stop this simp culture, okay? And everything in moderation is okay, okay? If you enjoy something, if you enjoy video games, which I personally do, okay, that's fine. You can consume and enjoy these digital goods that are going to make you happy, but within moderation, okay? But getting rid of these toxic things that just negatively impact your life, like the adult entertainment industry, okay? That is not good for you, okay? Social media is not good for you. Constantly comparing your life to others is not good for you. Buying into the mainstream media and this new world establishment of having to fit in to a certain group and group mentality thinking and worrying about what other people think about you, punishing yourself for your base human desires, and being a man, having some kind of aggression and some kind of drive in you to go out and explore, that is being destroyed, that is being discouraged, okay? And that is the harmful and disgusting thing of the modern day age. And don't get caught up in the trap that thinking, I have to be successful and success is the only thing that matters, money is the only thing that matters, because actually, money doesn't buy you happiness, okay? Happiness is not something that you can aspire to be, ever, okay? No one is constantly happy, okay? And if they say they are full of shit, okay? Just like all emotions, okay? They come and they go. But what you can be is someone who is ready to accept nature and reality for what it is. Someone who asks questions, someone who is willing to challenge themselves and help others around them and do something with them and do something important and worthwhile with their lives. And that can be anything. That's up to you as a person. What defines something worthwhile is down to you. Weak men have become so broken, and it's so sad to see all of these disgusting technologies come up, like Twitch and OnlyFans, you know, just limiting the connection between men and women, having men now feel sorry for themselves and grovel at women's feet just for a glimmer of acceptance, okay? It's just such a sad world that we see now. We are losing touch with the natural world, and we have to reclaim that, okay? And getting rid of all of these external stimulants that are designed to trap you, okay? That is how you can break free and be a true man once again, okay? And a man doesn't have to be an ooga booga booga monkey man climbing a cliff goddamn topless, okay? A man just has to be someone who is willing to take on the burden of reality and is willing to challenge themselves and to change the world around them for the better, okay? Using truth and using their knowledge and expanding their knowledge for the better, okay? So I just really wanted to make this video because today I just had one of those days where I got caught up in the machine. Every time that happens, I have to take a critical look at myself and at the world around me. I look around at this modern world and this digital world and see so many men who are lost and nihilistic and cynical, and it really makes me sad to see just how far humanity really has fallen, now being slaves to our base desires and having people control us constantly. We just need to regain what we once had and to keep that with us as long as possible, learning philosophy, stoicism, Buddhism, whatever it is, okay? Just doing something that helps you. It's also our world that is changing, okay? No longer can men just go out and hunt and gather and build something, because that's not possible anymore. There are still ways to challenge your masculinity and to build up your masculinity, because we are, at the end of the day, humans, okay? And men are very different from women. It's up to men to try and find new ways to innovate and change the world and help others around you. We don't need to fight with each other. We don't need to have wars to feel masculine. There are so many things that we can do that are way more productive for society. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Have yourselves a great day. Please support me by checking out my music on Bandcamp. Go listen to it on Spotify. If you enjoy it, please purchase it and download it. And become a member today for extra member videos and content and promotion for your channel. That would really, really mean a lot. It's very easy to do. Just go down below and hit subscribe and become a member today and get access to way more content and so many extra things. Thank you very much, my sinners, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.